What's up, Van Fam? We are live from the Storyteller booth at the Florida Super Show in Tampa, and you'll notice something behind me. So I've been suspicious. This was right next to the Storyteller booth, and I was like, why is there a global expedition vehicle next to the booth? And I'll tell you why. So hop on into the details right now and click that link. You'll learn all about the exciting announcement from Storyteller Overland, which is a merger between Storyteller and Global X vehicles. So Storyteller has acquired Global X. What does that mean? So Global X is still going to be making these sick vehicles that you see, but they're going to be working with Storyteller on a new rig that is the adventure truck. And this is going to be really cool. So we've seen a lot of adventure trucks out when we go to Overland Expos and these sorts of things, but you don't really see them offered through dealer networks with some of the fit and finishes and style. And so you got a wet bath with a cassette, 400 amp hours of lithium ion batteries. And again, the biggest deal about this is, you know, if you want a sick adventure truck like this to be able to get out, you have to pay a really premium price. You have to go straight through a manufacturer. And this, to my knowledge, is the first time that something like this is going to be offered through a dealer network at a reasonable price point, and with all of the Storyteller quality and conveniences that we've come to know and love. So I'm super pumped about this one. And I'm gonna bring in my buddy Thor here from Storyteller, who might be able to answer your questions, and I wanna ask him a little bit about the story behind this.
Hey, big guy.
Hey, what's up? Good. So tell us a little bit about this announcement, the genesis of it, where it came from, and kind of what it's all about.
Yeah, so Storyteller, you know, we've been focusing on the van side, like since we kind of came into fruition 3 years ago, three and a half years ago, and we really wanted to bring quality into the space. That's kind of the goal, is not to just like have another unit that's a little bit different, but really bring the quality up and like strive for as much excellence as we can get, you know, because you know, there's no such thing as a perfect unit. But like we try as best we can to have them as perfect as possible when it comes to the end consumer. And that's kind of our philosophy. And we wanted to be a part of somebody else's philosophy that was similar to ours. Yeah. So basically, long story short, Global X kind of came into the picture, and we solidified the deal at the end of 2021, just right at the end. And this is kind of the launch off show. So, you know, they've been super custom for a long time. They've been around for years, and they have the quality. And we thought it would be a great partnership to kind of be the wind in their sails, to kind of bring their adventure truck to market. So, you know, stuff like this, the Patagonia, which is super fully loaded. It's got every bell and whistle possible. That's still part of that brand. So that, you know, having this here is really important to show, like, hey, like Storyteller's here, but Global X isn't really changing. We're just trying to be the wind in their sails. So this Patagonia unit is kind of the example. It's a super custom unit. They kind of have some floor models, but it is custom, and they're going to keep doing that.
So Global X is going to keep manufacturing these things.
They're going to stay in Springfield. They're going to keep manufacturing these big units, the adventure trucks there. But we have some ideas on what's coming soon. You know, we are a mass manufacturer. We don't do anything custom. Everybody knows, like, if you want a different floor plan, that we don't have that. And that's so that we can mass produce these at a high level. You know, when you start introducing custom stuff, you slow down production quite a bit. So the goal is to have an adventure truck type. What we have in the brochure, this is current. So they currently make these.
Oh, yeah. I had no idea.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of take what they make and what we make, and we're gonna make a baby.
Make a baby.
We're gonna make a baby. And we're gonna get something in between. We don't really, we don't have anything to really explain what that's gonna look like, any specs. So the specs on this sheet.
But these are just kind of the style.
Yeah, this is what they make currently. So like you can imagine what they, you know, including the Patagonia, including the vans, what we make, bringing that together, what that partnership will build.
Super cool.
And we'll have more information coming out fairly soon on what that'll look like. We're looking at within the next year and a half to have something that people can purchase, and it'll be through the RV dealer network.
Okay.
And the real important thing is the same reason we do the vans the way we do them, so that you have warranties, so that you have financing, all that really important stuff that the dealerships support us with is really important to us when it comes to, again, the mass manufactured market.
Right.
So that's why it's really important to stress that they're going to keep doing this stuff because it's amazing. But what we're going to do and be the win in their sales is the more mass manufactured product while keeping the really high quality units.
Yeah.
So.
And that to me is a really big deal, because especially within the adventure truck space, if people want something like this, they have to go to a custom manufacturer, pay a super premium price.
It's pretty expensive right now.
Not have a dealer network or even a service network.
Yeah, if you need it serviced, you have to go to the point of origin.
Right.
You know, that works in a lot of models, but you know, if you bring the price point down, like being able to get this serviced in a normal year, you know, Mercedes has like exploded, so getting it serviced at a regular Mercedes dealership can come with a wait, but the goal is to be able to have a dealer in your area that can service these in the proper way and get anything that does go wrong fixed. Because the goal here is to go off-road and adventure. It's an adventure van. Like we call it an RV. We're at the RV Super Show, but it's an adventure van. You know, that's the goal. So with that, you know, how many times do you like break something? So having the dealer network is really important to us, so that when you are using your unit the way it's supposed to be made, you can also service it if anything goes wrong. So,
cool.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, Global X already makes these. This is not going to be the baby that comes from Global X and Storyteller, but that's going to come.
That's coming.
A year to a year and a half.
Yeah. So you know, we don't have any hard dates. It's similar. You asked me the other day about the Ford and like when people are going to start seeing those on the road, and we're working on it. You know, like we try to be as open and honest with people as possible. We launched that last July 4th. That is a thing that's in the wild right now. We have it. But when it comes to mass producing something, you're looking at the entire line change. And you know, we could put out 15 units tomorrow if we wanted to sacrifice on quality, but the goal is to not sacrifice on quality, which is amazing. So it's super frustrating, and we understand that people there's a long wait. There is, and that's just the honest truth on it. But with that long wait, like I know you guys were waiting for a while, like quite a while actually. So with that, hopefully when you actually get the unit, it's made right, it's properly built, and we can support you.
And that's one of the many things we love about you guys is you just don't compromise.
Yeah.
Quality,
you know, like you have a Storyteller van, and that's how we met you guys, but we are, you know, I like to say, like, you're part of the community, I'm part of the community as much as I'm drinking the tea. It's just like this year we launched 20 events. And we're super stoked on that. We're really, really stoked. There's some interesting details that I know you'll announce soon. I think we have some stuff coming around the corner when it comes to the Baja event. I think we have some super secret information that will be launched soon.
Very cool.
And then the Adventure Van Expos. We're excited to see you guys there. We're excited to see the other owners there and have really the community come together, because you know the most important part is the people who have already bought into the Storyteller, to bought into the community and like van life and stuff. So
very cool. So if you want the details, click the link down below. It'll give you the whole press release of the Global X Storyteller merging. Check out the, we'll put a link later into the Baja trip that Doris was talking about that we're going to be going on in April. It's going to be super cool. And if you have any questions, let us know if you want to take any questions.
This unit will be open tomorrow to view, so we'll get you guys in there. So Renee Van Pelt, one of the owners of Global Expeditions, she's flying in as soon as we can get her here, and she's going to be doing walkthrough tours in this. So it'll be up and running and working. Today it's just the show unit, and then tomorrow we'll be doing tours and stuff so people can see the inside. Cool.
And we'll pop the link down below to Global X as well, so you guys can check out
they have
some of these
cool
adventure
stuff.
trucks. And
we're super excited to be partnering with them. You know, like, you know, the headline is that acquisition and like the money being transferred, but really it's a partnership. So like we decided to become a family there. We're going global, they're becoming part of the family, and hopefully we're going to be a win in their sales, they're going to be a win in our sales, and we'll be able to ramp up and make some cool stuff.
Sick. Any questions?
No.
Beautiful.
Hope you were asking how much, when, what's going to be built on.
Yeah, so...
How much, when, all of those things.
They can't hear me, by the way. So
Oh.
All those things. How much?
Yeah, people are asking how much.
How
when,
much is
what's the, like,
TBD?
what's the- yeah.
You know, TBD. We have a price range, anything from 300, you know, to 6. It really just depends on when the finished product is there. You can't give a price without having a finished product. It doesn't make sense. Like, I could throw out a number, but it's not gonna really. There's nothing static there because we need to know exactly what the unit needs to be. But the goal is to be at a little lower price range than the traditional adventure custom truck.
Right.
Again, mass manufacturing something makes it at a lower price point. You know, when these vans got launched 3 years ago, there weren't as many as there are at this show. There's a lot of vans at this show, but we were considered, you know, we were higher in the RV range, but lower in the custom range.
Right.
Now we're if you look at competitors, we're lower in competitors and lower in the custom range. So it really just depends on where the market goes and stuff. But you know, the pricing structure is going to be the same as far as I know. Currently, like, it'll be the same see-through pricing, no haggle, kind of like, hey, this is it. If you love it, you love it. You know, all the dealers have to charge the same amount of money, so there's no price gouging, there's no you know, range. You know, it helps out. Our customers really do have a help out now, is because, like, there's a lot of units selling for a lot more money than they were last year because of the market, and hopefully they see that that's why we kind of buffered this price range. So this is what it is. Just go wherever you want to go. Go to your local dealer, you know, like your regional dealer. That's what really matters.
For me as a consumer, the biggest takeaway from this is really, you know, when that baby comes from Global X and you guys, that again, it's going to be, to my knowledge, the first time that you'll be able to get an adventure truck like that at an accessible price that's mass produced, but that's mass produced with quality. I don't see anything like that on the market right now, and getting the convenience of that dealer network, the serviceability. Yeah,
putting the proper, you know, materials in and making sure it's durable. It's a huge lift. There's a reason that there's not a lot of manufacturers who have done it before. It's because it takes a lot more time and it's really hard to ramp up at quality. It's easy to put a bunch of plastic together.
Well, I'm super excited to see you guys do it. Super excited to see,
it's gonna be awesome.
See what comes out of this. Thanks for tuning in. We wanted to hop on live real quick just to show you, and make sure to subscribe for more questionable life.